Hello, viewer, and welcome back to Games with Dialogue. This is episode 85 of my RPG Maker series. I've been covering previous stuff I've made, filling in the gaps and fleshing out the details. I'm going to continue that in the town of Nahoe like we started last episode. So let's dive in. So I've been thinking about what to do with this big building in the center of town. Right now, when the player enters the town, their first goal is to come over here to the black market shop, get their disguises, and then make their way through security here to the port, and then talk to the statue, and then leave town and go to the knowledge shrine. I have, where is it? Wharf security. I have a security checkpoint set up here so that if the player comes here without getting their disguise first, the alarm is raised on them for being, I don't know, fugitives, I guess is the right word. But getting the disguise and then being just allowed to pass through and back doesn't make a whole lot of sense with the military crackdown on the city. So putting it in the government center instead and having the player have to sneak through here, I feel, is a better way to do it. I feel. Which means if I'm going to put the statue in here, I want to put a system in place where the player has to kind of sneak their way into the statue. Also, I don't think I want it here. I'll probably put it in like a back room or something. So that's the intent. That's what I hope to do. So I'm going to get rid of this. I'm actually going to get rid of this one and move it right here, I think. Actually, hold on. Because when you are allowed to come back here, when you're leaving Nahoe, I want it to be like... Yeah, I'll put it right... I'll put it right here. Which means I gotta move this. Well, I'll leave that there for now. That's gonna be the conversation with the statue. So I don't want to get rid of it just yet. Alright. I have the old man who complains that they moved the statue. I need to make sure the statue is part of the town's history. They can't just up and remove it. It's disrespectful. Someone moved the statue. Yeah, right here. They're at the docks now. So I could change it to... it fits. That means I can add a fourth sentence if I want. Perfect. Okay. Which means I'm going to get rid of this guy. He doesn't need to actually be there now. Alright. So, government center. What am I going to do with you? You three are going to be on patrol. This guy, what else does this city center do? What purpose does it serve? What are you doing down here? I forget. I know you're blocking the door so that the player can't come in and out this way right now. Yeah, I'll just leave these two for now. We'll worry about dialogue and everything after that. So... I'm going to move the statue. Should I make it upstairs? That would really make it just worse for the player, I think. Having to not only get through this part, but also upstairs. But the building is 2 stories, so what's the second story doing? Well, we'll see, right? I mean, if it doesn't serve any purpose, then having it there creates an expectation that I use the space. But I'm going to hold off on getting rid of it for the time being, just because I don't want to get rid of it and then have to rebuild it if I decide later that it actually serves a function. I'm going to also maybe make use of this space over here. So I'm actually going to move you to this point right here. Okay? Good. So let's build this room. Let's see here. I could make this bigger, I guess. No. No, this is fine. This is fine. If I don't have enough space for what I want to do, then I will make a second floor. Was it this one that I'm using? Yeah, okay. All right. So the player comes in, they're allowed back. Do I want narrow hallways? If they need to sneak through, let's just try to make some tunnels and see how it feels. That would actually be a roof, wouldn't it? I could do that. And the player comes up this way. I do also want to keep in mind that I need to have other rooms. So I suppose this could be a room here. Something like this, like an office. Well, if I do that, it should be like that. Yeah, okay. And then I can have a desk, and I can have a bureaucrat behind it, or node bureaucrat if I feel like it. Sure. I need a chair. There we go. And then I can put decoration in the room to make it more, I don't know, to make it more spruced up. I just realized that I have 2 short walls. But that really is going to cut into my... Oh, God. That is really going to cut into my space that I can utilize. Yeah, because now this isn't an office. It's a closet. Well, yeah, alright. I mean, a closet this close to the entrance isn't a bad idea. I can put clothing and shelving and barrels and boxes and crates in there. Okay, alright. It is still a problem, though, because 2 walls that are too high really cut into the space I can use. But, oh well. So the player comes in here. If one of the patrols is down here, they could hide in here. I'll worry about how to make the patrols later. I mean, obviously, if I program in a route that the soldier takes, the problem is, do I want the player to get caught before they touch the patrol E? Or do I want to give the patrollee some kind of spatial awareness? So if they're X spaces away, they get found out. I think it's doable. I think I read how to do that on the forums. So it's definitely doable. I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to put... Yeah. Well... I think the door actually has to be further away, doesn't it? Yeah, I mean, there's space over here, but there is definitely more room than that. Alright. I'm gonna put that door, that wall there. And we'll make the entrance... We'll make the entrance right here, actually. I think that's better. Right, so this could be its own separate room. And... Right, okay. Alright. In that case, I think what I'll do... Yeah, alright. Then I have this big open space here that the player can hide in. So he can't get in through here. You know, I changed my mind again. Let's back out there. If this is a reception area, then what exit entrance does this serve? Is this a back way for authorized personnel? Is it like a warehouse entrance where they move supplies and things like that? Or it could be like a military... I guess this could be like the break room. Yeah, okay. This will be the break room for everybody. We'll use stone. And I'll have some troops in here. One there. One there. Great. Okay. I approve. And then we can have the kitchen... Well, yeah, we can have the kitchen right next door to it, I think. Okay. Good. Let's see here. I think what I want to do is continue fleshing this out, and then we'll worry about the central portion of it. So I want another... Yeah, but is that going to be another pillar? Or is it going to connect to something? I'll make it a pillar first, and then we can connect it later. I suppose I could have these two connect, right? Well, I guess not. If this isn't a room, but more like a... What's the word? A big open area in a building. Like a... Not a foyer. Courtyard? It's not important what it's called, but I could do that for this area in the middle here. Am I gonna make a... Yeah, I was gonna make this like a separate kitchen area, right? And the player can duck in here if patrol comes around. Let me find some kitchen stuff. The problem with that is I could put the kitchen down here, but I can't really put it against the wall. Yeah. I wish I could rotate the pixels sometimes. I wish there were two options. What if I hold down shift? Can I get... No, I can't get anything special there. Oh, that's a shame. But I can still do this. Chopping board, blah, blah. Food items. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna restructure the room. We'll make the entrance there. And then we'll give it like a... I'm gonna need... How much space am I gonna need? 1, 2, 3... Right here? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Oh. Yeah, that seems reasonable. It's just a place for the player to duck into anyways. Just to give the idea that this is where they get the food and then they can break there. Okay. All right. So this could actually be extended if I wanted to. Right there. What about this room here now that I have this side done? Should I make it its own separate thing? If I cut through it here... I'm just kind of spitballing at the moment. This is all probably going to radically change before I'm done. Yeah, I suppose this could just be in a big open area. And then we'll have additional entrances and exits for the player. If I do this... Oh. Yeah, okay. And that'll let me do something like put one of these ground symbols, like, I don't know. As an example, put this on the floor. Not that I'm going to use that, but these magic circles aren't going to work. I don't think so. I don't think I have ground symbols on the floor I could use. You know what? I'm getting distracted. Let's leave that alone for now. If I want decoration, I can worry about decoration in the future. I could even add a little pond if I wanted to, but for now, let's just continue working on the rest of the building. I'll worry about stuff like that later. So, where do I want to put the statue? I figure the player will have to get up here, over here, around, and then come up. But if I have somebody on patrol in here, they'll have to come around this way and up. If I put it here, I don't know. It's just so easy to get to it from here. Yeah, I just don't want it to be over here. I suppose I could make a room No, I want more space back here. So get rid of this. How would I do that? I guess I could do... Yeah, that adds a little extra room. Okay, yeah. That'll be the storage room that I'm using. And we'll put the statue in here. Where? Here in the corner? Sure. Sure. If the player comes up into this room, they should be able to see the statue right there. Actually... Yeah, okay. They should be able to see the statue right there. If for some reason they don't go into this room and see the statue, but they do manage to get over in this area, they should be able to see it. So they know it's up here, ready and waiting. And then I can have other stuff in here. So now I've just added a treasure room for the player, basically. I can have some unique armor here, a unique weapon, another helmet for spellcasters, because they're about to go to the Knowledge Shrine. Maybe some good items, like revives or whatever. And then these two items are just for show. Could I get another item that's just for show? This will be... How do I explain it? There's an item in the game. Not an item. Sorry. There's a thing I put in the game way back in the beginning. Tourist trap. There you are. In second floor over here. This guy has some crazy strange language that you can't read. I want there to be a key item that you find later that lets you translate what he says. But I also wanted to put some other things in the world that use that same language. And this is a perfect opportunity to do that. Okay, strange language sign A, because I'm probably going to have one or two others scattered around. But this will be the first one the player can find. So I've got that, and they have to get up here now. That's the thing. I don't want them to just come up through this room. I want them to have to come around to it. So there needs to be a block here. An end to this part. Which means... it should go like this. Yeah, but if I do that... well, that's fine. That's fine. I can just get rid of that. There we go. Okay. All right. Yeah. So what is this room? What's the purpose here? And do I want this wall to be open or filled in? I'm going to fill it in. Well, no, because I want the player to be able to come in through the bottom, see the statue right there, and then find out that there's no way for them to get to it from up here. So I think I should close the top part off, so they have to come up and around. Okay, all right. Yes, good. I will have a desk. This could be like a meeting room, or this could be a meeting room. This is bigger. Yeah, I think that's better. Yeah, okay. So what will this be? Just an office? Yeah, all right. All right. Save. Let's see here. I actually need to close that room off then, if I have it this big. So the player can come up through this way. I'll have... Oops. I don't need that much. Like so. Sure. But I actually want less of the table over here. There we go. All right. And then I suppose I could just make this wider, like that. Should there be a narrow passageway here? Oh, I can make this the entrance to the second floor. That's fine. Do I even need this if I have this wall here? Well, I want to make a narrow passage for the player, but I don't think it has to be so narrow. Well, let me put this here. Let me put this here. And then figure it out. I think what I'll do is do this with the stairwell. Right. Okay. Sure. Sure. So this is just a big open space, I guess. I'm gonna move this up a little. Yeah. Yeah, I'm also gonna move this just up a little more. That way the kitchen flows better, I think, this way. Oh, whoop. That's not what I want to do that. So I can make it look like... Good. Okay. All right. So I'll put a little decoration here in the center. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Is add chairs here. There we go. Great. So now all I need to do is decorate it a little bit more. Make it more look like a lived-in building. I need to give these guys patrol routes. You know what? I'm going to put you over here so I don't forget that you're all separate. I'll put you in front of this door. And I'll move you... No, you know what? You can stay in the big room. You'll just patrol around it. So the player, if they want to use the big room to get past you, they'll have to time out your route that you're walking. And then I'll put a guy over here, I think. So let me copy and paste. Yeah, that's fine. I'll paste you right there. So 4 people you have to get past. There's a stairwell up. I think the stairwell, if the player tries to go to it, it'll just say that the door at the top is locked. Yeah, I think, let's make a new. Let's make one of the actors. Oh, wait, I don't need to do that. Show text and then one of the actors. They should have their disguises on. Yeah, we'll use Elizabeth. She is the lead. That's fine. That's good. Great. Okay. Have I made enough changes on this that I should make a copy of it for after the player has defeated the boss of the pyramid? Or can I just add... I suppose the map itself doesn't change, just the events. So I can just add a second page. Yeah, I can just add a second page with a switch. Let's see. Pyramid boss, pyramid down. There we go. This will be a separate text. Actually, I don't think we need a text. We just... Yeah, we don't need a separate text. We can just add the transfer player at that point. Government Center, second floor. Yeah, I'll just leave that for now. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so I just need to decorate for now. Program in these patrol routes. I have to figure out how the players can be spotted. Let me see here. Can I give them awareness of the map? At least 2 or 3 squares in front of them. Set movement route. I know how to do that. Change follow animation. Maybe I'll have an animation if they spot the player, but I'll have a sound effect if they spot the player. Battle processing. Change tile set. No, none of those. Well, I know there's a way to do it. Like I said, I found it on the forum, so I'll have to look it up. But I'm not. It's not jumping out at me. Yeah, it's not jumping out at me. Maybe it's a conditional thing where I program in the XY coordinates of where the player is and give. Let me see. Actually, that might be control variables. If wait. Conditional branch? Variable. Sure. Conditional branch. If variable, the player's location as a variable is that, then I could have a fight. That doesn't seem. I want to avoid or change my plan to have the player thrown in jail, because it just doesn't make sense that the enemy would attack you, fight you, throw you in jail so you could escape, so you could fight, get thrown in jail over and over again. It's a little more complicated than I originally thought. I'll have to look it up and try to implement it. But that's the plan. And then, oh, right, before I forget, let's go back out and cut and paste and make sure that it makes sense now. OMG, you're finally here. Starting to worry. It's not like we were dragging our feet. We got a little sidetracked dealing with some pirates. It's okay. So you're here now, right? So are you ready to... you're here now, right? So are you ready to face the trial? I don't know where we need to go. We were hoping to receive directions. Okay, first go north. Yeah, that hasn't changed. Go north and west, across the river, cross the river to the other side, and then north again. Oh, before you go, let me drop the barrier on the shrine. I'm going to keep that. The player, if they decide to go to the shrine before going to Nahoe, they'll find a barrier there. Right. And then she drops it. I probably want another event page for after they get through the battle shrine, the knowledge shrine. So far, yeah, okay, so I don't have to change any of that text for the location of the statue. All right, well, that's it. That's good. That's done it. On the list of things I need to do, decorations and programming routes and events for capturing, or at least spotting, the characters, the player characters. Okay, well, I'm going to end the episode here because I've got some work to do. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Until next time, stay safe, and God bless you.